so we distinguish that, and that's from a Canadian perspective. From the Canadian commodity basket is a little different than the global commodity basket because one of the key determinants is, not surprisingly, Canadian crude. And Canadian crude is landlocked. It trades at a substantial and quite volatile discount to WTI and even more so to Brent. And what we have seen is that differential, it's been volatile, but and our expectation is it's going to narrow somewhat. It's not going to be closed. The only thing that's going to close it is really substantial changes to North American energy infrastructure.
What's your view on Keystone?
I think the basic point, which is beyond the horizon of monetary policy, is that from a North American energy security perspective, despite all the developments in shale oil, shale gas in the United States, which are bringing tremendous benefits and will bring more benefits to this economy, to be truly energy independent, it still is a question of North American independence. And in order to establish that, there needs to be changes, substantial changes to energy infrastructure, cross-border, and east-west in Canada. We're not picking exact projects as favorites, but the big picture is that, and that needs an integrated strategy on both sides of the border. We think that the volatility on the crude prices and some of the uncertainty around infrastructure is affecting energy investment in Canada. We think that we are starting to see the implications of that, and that is tempering an otherwise robust investment profile in the energy sector. So all those words are carefully chosen, as you would expect. More broadly on the commodity side, with a flatter outlook, yeah, some of it comes off on the base metal on the other side. But Canada is not all a commodity story by any stretch of the imagination, and the bigger swing for Canadian growth, we think, is going to be on the export side and on the investment side, more in the manufacturing sector, services sector, as that swings back. And we establish more historic relationships. And there's every reason that should happen, but we are, in our forecast, we are not fully taking that into account. So there's some upside risk is the short answer.